Hi, everybody. Oh, there it goes. Sorry, had a little glitch on the screen. But hi, everybody. I'm going to come and do another live. I think what I'm going to be doing, based off of the feedback and the reactions I got last week from doing my first ever live, is I'm going to start going live about every Tuesday and do like an insurance tips Tuesday. Every week, maybe a different topic. Maybe it'll be some fun stuff some weeks, some week that may be a little more intense. Just really to try to help you become more knowledgeable on the products that are out there and the things that you guys are purchasing every day, anyways. Typically, everybody has to have auto, home, and really, life insurance is super important. You're insuring the most important thing, which is you and yourself. So, with that being said, today we're going to talk about a child's life insurance policy. So, why would I want to buy life insurance for my child? Because the statistics of something happening to them, the good Lord willing, is little to none. However, things do happen, but most importantly, you're giving them insurability for their life. So, let's break that down a little more. Typically, when we're older, we have or we develop health problems. And some of you may already know this, but some of those health problems allow us not to get insurance in certain ways, especially those major issues. Sometimes diabetics have a harder time getting life insurance or certain types of health insurance, well, not health insurance anymore, but just different types of insurance policies. People who have had open heart surgeries, previous cancer patients, any type of major diagnosis has a hard time getting life insurance. So when children are young, especially those babies before they hit one, the chances of them having any medical conditions are even statistically significantly less. So now you're locking in a life insurance policy for them years before anything ever changes with their health, and it's already locked in. We're no longer waiting. They're not waiting until they become adults, and then they're not waiting until they're no longer insurable. That's never a fun topic or a fun conversation to have when someone calls and says, I want life insurance, and I say, I'm sorry, due to health, we just don't have an option for you. So we do like to look at getting those children insured because you lock in their insurability. It's huge. The other thing is you lock in a much lower affordable rate for them in the future. So whereas the older you get, the more expensive insurance gets. Insurance is as cheap as you are young, meaning every day we age, every day our life insurance policies or our quotes get a little more expensive until we can get those rates locked in. So we're locking in that rate. It just really helps set our children up for future success as adults. It helps them get a leg up that maybe your parents did or did not help you with. So if you have the ability to do that, we really encourage getting life insurance on your children, even small policies. And then the final reason is the most difficult reason to talk about, which is going to be if something does happen before that child turns 18, do you have the funds put aside to help with burial expenses? And or do you have the financial capacity to take off work to properly grieve that child? Again, that's the worst case scenario, and it's a hard one to talk about, but it is something, sometimes we have to have those hard conversations. I did have, if the computer will let me do it, the ability to screen share. I had a little visual that I would like to share with everybody, but I don't think it's going to let me do that. Anyways, so what I was going to share with you guys is we have a couple different options available. You have the ability to purchase an actual life insurance policy for your child with you being the owner, but it being in your child's name. And those typically do cost a lot less than yours would as an adult. But the alternative would be is we also have an option if you're also looking for life insurance yourself. We have an option that allows you to add a term life insurance policy onto your own policy called a children's insurance rider. It gives around $10,000 for any of your children. They don't even have to, like if you only have one child and then you have another one in the future, those future children automatically get added on. But that can be added on to your own personal life insurance policy. So my visual was to show the difference between, we have a whole life policy here for the child, which is in the child's name, and then we have the ability to add a small amount on to your own policy if that's more affordable and doable for you right now. Some differences in that. This one's going to cost a little more. This one's going to cost a little less. But with the policy in your child's name, you have the ability to purchase significantly more life insurance than on the rider. It's a little more limited, but this one's a lot more affordable at this particular time. They're both, the one on the adult policy, the rider, has the added benefit onto yours, has the ability to be converted to their own policy when they become an adult. So they can still take ownership of that in the future before the term expires. This one has the ability to also grow, and the child can take ownership of that in the future as well, and also increase their benefit level in the future as well, add on to those policies. So that was just a quick overview. Of course, there are more rabbit holes we can go down on the caveats of life insurance for your children, the pros, the cons. But if it's something that you're contemplating, it can fit in your budget. It does help set your babes up for future success as adults, so they're not purchasing that really expensive option because they've waited, or maybe their health has changed and now they can no longer, they're no longer deemed insurable, so they can't get a policy. Two factors there. So any questions, please give us a call at the office, 812-932-2200. Tuesdays are our late day. We're here until 7 p.m. every Tuesday to help with that working client who maybe can't do things during their workday. So we'll be here again tomorrow, 8 to 4, 812-932-2200. We would love to help you with any of your insurance needs, auto, home, business, health, Medicare, and of course life, even for those kiddos. So give us a call. We're here to help and answer any questions that you may have. Bye guys, have a good evening.